Welcome to the Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm Brutal Campaign How-To Guide for Conviction. This guide assumes you've completed the Heart of the Swarm campaign on normal with all Kerrigan levels found. Please refer to the game timer when following video instructions. The too long didn't watch version of this guide is as follows. Kill Terran forces, head to the green markers on the minimap, move Kerrigan to the orange circles, rinse and repeat these 3 steps. There is a neat trick in this guide to help you skip past a number of Terran forces and save some time, so if you'd like to see that then I suggest you keep watching. For Kerrigan abilities, take Heroic Fortitude, Psionic Shift, Circling Reconstitution, Mend, Malignant Creep, and I highly recommend Infest Broodlings. In fact, take it. Take it now. For Swarm upgrades, it's really your choice. However, I would suggest that for Zerglings you take Adrenal Overload Mutation Upgrade and Raptor Evolution Strain, and for Roaches you take the File Evolution Strain. Those are the primary things. The rest are really up to you, however you would probably want to focus on everything that does damage, and as fast as possible, since this is a map about rushing the enemy Terran forces, and ploughing through them. If you'd like to know more then please continue to watch. Start by moving Kerrigan northeast, attack one of the enemy Terran forces to aggro them, then kite them back, and when they are grouped up, use Kerrigan's Psionic Shift ability to dash through them and back. Kerrigan's Infest Broodlings passive is very strong on this level, and you can take advantage of the large number of weak Terran biological armies and create an army of Broodlings for yourself. Continue to push through this level, utilizing Kerrigan's Psionic Shift to keep up an aggressive pace. Keep up the constant push by frequently pressing F2 to select your entire army and attack move towards the green marker on the minimap. This map promotes reckless behaviour for reasons I will explain later. For now, just attack move and don't concern yourself with regards to saving units. Ironically, it works in your favour to lose units. Yeah, you heard me. You'll just have to trust me for now. Move Kerrigan to the orange circle and the next stage will begin. There are 4 rooms containing a variety of Terran unit combinations. One at a time, the doors will open shortly after one another whether you have killed all the Terran units or not. Keep your army in the middle, away from where the Terran units will approach from, so that way you lure them out into the open so you can kill them faster. Feel free to use any of the abilities that your units may have in your army, such as the Infestor Fungal Growth. The south door opens first, then the north door, then the east door, then the west door. Notice how on the last door I did not wait at the middle to lure the enemy Terran forces out. I deliberately placed my army in a bad position so that whilst killing the last enemy Terran unit force, I would lose the vast majority of my army. Kerrigan should be finished melting the door now so that you can continue to move on. Make sure you have less than 15 foods worth of units in your army. Kill the pesky nearby enemy Terran units, then attack move with your army to the green marker on the minimap. Place your full concentration on Kerrigan for now, using Psionic Shift to pass by the enemy Terran forces as shown in the video. Attack the Perdition turret to aggro half of the northeast enemy Terran unit group. This will take some of the pressure off from your units that will spawn from your Nidus Worm. Try to kill as many Terran units as you can with Psionic Shift to help spawn as many Broodlings as possible. Use Mend to keep Kerrigan and your units alive. Once you have cleared this room, the door should open. Kill the Terran Reapers beyond and move northeast. I will pause it here to take the time to explain that reckless behaviour I was talking about earlier and how it works in your favour to lose units and keep your army count low. On previous practice attempts on this map, I tried to play with survival in mind. I used Parasite to permanently take over siege tanks and forts, and I made sure to lose as few units as possible. When I used Psionic Shift as I did here in this video to reach this room so that I could bypass the Terran forces and trigger the Nidus Worm to bust through the wall and support me with additional units, the Nidus Worm busted through the wall but spawned no units. So as you can imagine, I was let down and Kerrigan died very shortly after the Nidus Worm Faker had the last laugh. So I went back to the autosave before reaching this room, killed my entire army except for a few Roaches, Queens and Hydralisks, so that way I was left with under 15 foods worth of units in my army. I then proceeded to reach the room once again as I did before. This time the Nidus Worm came through for me and spawned a large army. So you will find that on this map, the Nidus Worms that bust through to support you with additional units are limited to how much food of units they supply you with, depending on the number of units in your current army. Which is why I suggest you play this level how I have done so in this video. And now because you're bored at looking at a screenshot, I will unpause this.
What is it this time? It is time.
Once the next stage loads, use Psionic Shift as usual to tear through the Terran Marines. Use your Infestor Parasite ability to take control of the Terran 4 and finish off the rest of the Terran units. Clear this room of Terran forces, including the buildings. When the next stage loads, attack move once again to the green marker on the minimap. Once you have cleared this room of Terran forces, destroy the door. Now select your army and attack move to the green marker on the minimap. Then focus on Kerrigan. Move Kerrigan to the green marker on the minimap, passing through and ignoring all the enemy Terran forces along the way. Once you reach this point, kill the enemy Terran forces, then proceed to start destroying the door. Additional forces will be added to your army, and the forces that you sent to attack move earlier should catch up with you in time to destroy the door. All you need to do now is attack move and kill the rest of the Terran forces in this room. Once you have killed all the enemy Terran forces, the level will end. Thanks for watching this how-to guide on how to complete the Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm campaign conviction level on brutal difficulty. Click on any of the video links to see any of the how-to guide and playthrough videos for the Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm brutal campaign.